The year is 2040. You wake up to find your morning report not from a human colleague but from an AI system that knows your schedule, your stress levels, even your creative energy. It suggests ideas, writes your emails, and negotiates with other AIs across the world. You haven't spoken to your boss in months, because your boss might not even be human anymore. But this isn't science fiction. It's the trajectory we're already on. The question haunting the 21st century is no longer if artificial intelligence will change our jobs. It's how far it will go, and whether we'll still have a meaningful place in the future of work. Will humans become obsolete? Or will AI simply free us from the grind, allowing creativity to flourish? Could this be a new renaissance, or the beginning of economic extinction? Let's find out. For centuries, human work has been defined by invention. The plow revolutionized farming. The steam engine powered the industrial age. The computer gave birth to the information era. And now, artificial intelligence, our own creation, may be redefining work itself. In 2023, the world witnessed an inflection point. ChatGPT reached 100 million users faster than any technology in history. Suddenly, AI could write essays, compose music, design graphics, and even generate code. Overnight, it seemed that human creativity, the one thing we thought was uniquely ours, was no longer untouchable. At first, it felt like magic. But behind the excitement was unease. If AI could automate not just physical labor, but intellectual labor, what would happen to millions of workers whose jobs relied on expertise, analysis, or expression? Economists began to sound the alarm. Goldman Sachs predicted that up to 300 million jobs could be affected by generative AI. Lawyers, copywriters, translators, even software developers, no one was completely safe. But history tells us something interesting. Every technological revolution destroys jobs, but also creates new ones. The problem is, the transition is never easy, and never equal. In the late 19th century, textile workers in England smashed machines that threatened their livelihoods. They were called Luddites, resisting automation before it was cool. Today, digital Luddites fear AI will do the same on a global scale. But while those machines replaced hands, these new ones might replace minds. Yet, amid fear, there's opportunity. The rise of AI has already given birth to new professions: prompt engineers, AI ethicists, machine learning trainers, and digital experience curators. Entire industries are being built around how humans and AI can collaborate. So perhaps the question isn't who wins, but how we work together. One of the most fascinating shifts is happening in creative industries. A designer once needed hours to prototype ideas, now AI can generate hundreds of variations in seconds. A filmmaker can simulate entire worlds using AI-generated imagery. Musicians can collaborate with models that compose symphonies in real time. It's not that AI is replacing creativity, it's amplifying it. But the line between inspiration and imitation grows thinner by the day. Who owns an idea created by a human and refined by an algorithm? Can we still call it art when no human hand touched it? In 2025, a viral song written entirely by AI topped the charts. Critics argued it lacked soul. But millions streamed it anyway. Maybe the soul isn't in the creator, but in the listener. Meanwhile, in the corporate world, AI's role is expanding quietly but relentlessly. Data analysis, hiring decisions, logistics, customer service, AI handles more tasks than ever, and often does them better. Entire departments are being restructured. Some companies no longer hire junior analysts, they hire AI systems and one human to oversee them. In factories, robots powered by machine vision learn from their own mistakes. In finance, trading algorithms react in microseconds, too fast for any human to compete. In medicine, AI diagnostics outperform seasoned doctors in detecting cancers and predicting diseases. For many, it's liberating. Work becomes more strategic, less repetitive. For others, it's terrifying. When machines do it all, what's left for us to do? But something unexpected is happening. As AI automates more, the most valuable skill may no longer be technical, it may be humanity itself. Empathy. Ethics. Storytelling. Creativity. The traits machines can mimic, but not feel. A 2029 Harvard study found that workplaces integrating AI most successfully weren't the ones that automated the most, they were the ones that balanced efficiency with empathy. Leaders who used AI to augment, not dominate, saw higher productivity and employee satisfaction. In a sense, AI is forcing us to rediscover what it means to be human. Still, the road ahead is uncertain. Governments worldwide are scrambling to adapt. Universal basic income, once a fringe idea, is now being tested in cities from California to Finland. AI taxation models are debated. Should a company pay taxes for replacing human workers with algorithms? Meanwhile, AI regulation lags behind innovation, as lawmakers struggle to define what accountability means when intelligence itself is synthetic. And somewhere in Silicon Valley, engineers are teaching AIs to write code, design hardware, and even improve their own architecture. A loop of self-improvement that could accelerate beyond our comprehension. Some call it the singularity, the moment AI surpasses human intelligence completely. If that happens, will work, as we know it, even exist? Imagine a future where every routine task is automated. Where you could wake up and dedicate your day entirely to exploration, art, or learning, because machines handle the rest. A utopia of abundance and leisure. But also, imagine the other possibility, a world divided between those who control the algorithms, and those controlled by them. The battle for the future of work may not be between humans and machines, but between humans with AI, and humans without it. So who wins? The answer might depend on how we define winning. If winning means productivity, AI is already victorious. But if winning means purpose, fulfillment, and meaning, then the human story isn't over yet. We built these machines in our image, taught them to think, to reason, to create. Now they reflect our own ambition and fear back at us. The question is no longer, can AI replace us, but can we evolve fast enough to coexist with what we've created? The future of work isn't a zero-sum game. It's a collaboration waiting to happen, if we choose it. Because in the end, the true measure of progress won't be how intelligent our machines become, but how wisely we decide to use them. Subscribe to AI Tomorrow for more mind-expanding documentaries about the future of technology and artificial intelligence.